Good morning. How are you guys doing today? I just wanted to hop on here real quick, see how y'all doing, let you know how I'm doing. Don't mind me walking around, looking around. I'm driving. I just dropped my daughter off to daycare, and now I'm headed back home. This morning it's not tough. It's been a good morning, but I woke up feeling tired and with like congestion. I have my allergies are acting up, so I had to take some medicine this morning. But you already know, when you wake up feeling tired and in some sort of pain, it definitely makes the nerves a little short, you know? So it's been a good morning, but it's been me who's been a little off. So it's, so I digress. But so just checking in. It's been a few, it's been a few weeks since the last time I checked in, and I really would like to be more consistent than that. So I apologize for that. And honestly, I have been in and out with my consistency. I would say I'm not being inconsistent, but I'm definitely not on top of things like I need to be on top of things. So, but as always, I'm always attempting to do that. It's a journey. It really, really is a journey. And I wouldn't say I'm tapped out, but I'm definitely not as dialed in as I need to be. But I'm hoping that there's a shift in that. Look, I decree and declare that there is a shift in that in Jesus' name, because it's got to happen. It's got to happen. But since the last time I spoke with you guys, I'm down 9 pounds. So I guess I've been doing something, It hasn't been nothing. At least that's what I said. I haven't been off, but I definitely could be further along if I was really tapped in. And you know what? I'm not gonna call it as small change, because 9 pounds is a lot of weight to lose, and I'm really proud that I have. So that's that. But definitely trying to get more on track. So I have was trying to do the alternate day fasting, the ADF, and I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but sometimes it's very difficult for me to fast for the entire 36 hours. What is this car doing? Wow. Sorry. I'm on a 2-lane road, and you know how sometimes you can pass a car in front of you, even though it's like and go on the other side of the road. This car just passed like 5 cars, and there was an oncoming car coming. It's a little scary for them. But he made it, or they made it. So, back to ADF. So I like it, but sometimes it's hard for me to fast for the entire 36 hours, specifically when I'm approaching my period or on my period. It is hard. Now, this might not be the issue for every woman, but my cycle symptoms are quite heightened. I was doing cycle syncing at one period of time to help me to manage it better, because it used to be a lot worse. So the way it is now is definitely mild compared compared to how it used to be. But with that being said, I'm hungry. I am so hungry. And it's like, not like I can't fast for a period of time, but for the entire day, it just gets to me. So, it was like I would do it for a week, and then, something came up, and that's when I was like, okay, well, maybe I won't do it when I'm on my cycle, or I won't do it right before my cycle. But if that's the case, that's 2 weeks out the month that I'm not doing ADF. So it's like, it feels like maybe it's not the right modality for me to be using for my weight loss at this period of time. Maybe that's something that will change for me as time progresses. I don't know. I think maybe I can use it periodically, like when I need to just see some movement on the scale, but I definitely don't want to be in a situation where I'm changing my eating style and patterns so frequently. So it was difficult for me to maintain that. Even though I really did enjoy it. I like the fasted brain. I like fasting. I have no problem fasting daily. But the 36 hours is tough for me. So I think I'm going to shift that. I'll let you guys know if I decide to try that again. But when I lost my initial 50 pounds or 46 pounds, whatever it was, when I lost the initial weight, I did it through intermittent fasting, obviously a calorie deficit, and at the height of my my journey, I was working out no less than 5 times a week. So I was definitely locked in. Granted, that built over time because I didn't start out there. I didn't start out there at all. So now it's like trying to start over, but not start over, but start from an intermediate place where it's like I feel like I'm not way back at the beginning, because honestly I didn't necessarily lose a lot of my my progress. I gained some weight, but I still was like, I still could do things. I could still walk upstairs and not be winded. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I declined it all over. But so I'm gonna go back to that because it worked for me. And honestly, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And I'll tell you right now, I'm living that out right now, because I don't know if you guys can see my face. You probably can't, because I do look to be a little far from the screen. But if you could see my skin right now, look, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's the message of the day. I started using a different face wash just because I wanted to try it out, because I had heard good things about it, and people like it and all that. I'm like, oh, well, maybe this will be good, because the one that I recently just overhauled all my products and started using new things, because the line that I used to use is not as accessible as I would like. I want to be able to just go to the store and pick up my stuff, and I don't want to have to pay an arm and a leg for it. So I was on the search for some affordable products that were effective. So I ended up getting all these new products. This is such a side note from weight loss, but I'm just talking about if it's don't broke, don't fix. So I bought the face wash. In the old one that I had, I didn't like the consistency of it. It works just fine. But it felt very jelly-like. It didn't give me that feeling that I needed, It's all in my head, but I was like, oh, well, maybe it's not cleaning as effectively, but it is. It was. I had no problems with my skin. But then I used this other soap. Everybody raved about it. I used it like 3 times before I realized that the symptoms that I was experiencing were coming from that, because you know, your face is itching, you kind of just scratch, you're not really, I'm not paying attention to it that much, because it's not like it was like a vigorous itch. It would be like I just get a tickle, I just get a tickle, I just get a tickle. So that was happening pretty constantly. And then my scalp started like itching. I'm like, why is my scalp itching? And then I had like larger pimples along like the side of my face, and I don't really get pimples like that. So once that started happening, I'm like, what is going on with my face? And then I realized it was the face wash. So obviously I stopped using it, and then after that my face just flared up. So yeah, now I'm kind of, it's calming down a bit. It looks so much better than it did, but it's taking some time for it to go down. But I say all that to say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I'm going to go back to what I know works for me, what I was able to be consistent with, and that is the name of the game. That is the long game. There's so many things out there that you can do that will work for you. You just have to find the thing that you're going to be able to be consistent with, right? So alternate day fasting, wonderful. It's a wonderful tool to use, and it works. It works if you do it, right? So, but it's just not something that I have been able to manage to be consistent with. Now, if spiritually I'm called to do a fast like that, that's something else. But as far as for weight loss, for fitness and whatever, right now that's just not what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna go back to my tried and true intermittent fasting, and that lends itself somewhere between a 16 to 24 hour fast is where I'm more comfortable, because I can go the day without eating and then have dinner. You know, I can go the majority of the day and have a snack and then dinner, you know. So so between 16 and 24 hours is where I will be, probably closer to 18 to 24. But I think I'm just gonna go back to that, and that's really what I've been doing anyway, which is how I was able to manage to lose the 9 pounds, you know, now. But the problem was with that, although I was intermittent fasting, my eating was not the best. So I really need to just be back on track with that. And it's been fine. I've been balancing, so, and I'll continue to do so. So now that's where I am. That's what's going on. I actually signed up, so I canceled my gym membership because we're building a home gym in our house. Our oldest daughter got married and moved out, and it freed up a lot of space. And she had the largest room in the house. Excuse me. She had the largest room in the house, so it kind of opened up some space for us. So we're going to turn that room into like a multi-purpose room, but one of the purposes will be for a home gym. It's not going to be all decked out with a whole bunch of stuff, but it'll have a space with a television and floor space for me to do like my video exercises that I like to do. It'll have weights there because we do have weights at the house. I'll get a rack for that. I found a nice I found a nice deal on like a weight bench to put up there, and then I'm getting one of those walking pads to use up there. And then it'll also have some like art space for my husband because he paints and stuff, and I craft. So it'll just have I'll show you guys the room once it's done. Right now we're painting and all of that, so it looks crazy up there. I'm gonna do some more work on it today. But I canceled my gym membership, and even though the room is not done yet, but I haven't been going to the gym. So it's like I'm paying for something that I'm not using. I've been working out at home. So I feel like that's just the season that I'm in right now. And I think that that's important to be mindful of, because you do have sometimes where you don't want to work out at home and you're like, oh, I just want to get to the gym, because there is something to be said about being in that environment amongst other people that are there for the same goal, or similar goals. So, but right now I'm not in that spot. I've been working out at home, so I canceled the membership. So what I did was I subscribed to Body by Beachbody. I don't know about y'all, and but I used to love Beachbody back in the day. Back in the day, I loved Beachbody, and I still actually pop in some of their DVDs every now and then, right? But now, I don't have a DVD like player in the house. I think my husband said that you could play DVDs on the Xbox or something like that, but I don't think the Xbox is set up in the room that I would exercise in. I feel like that's in our bedroom, not in the living room right now, and I'm not putting an Xbox upstairs in the room that we're converting into like the gym. So I was like, let me get this subscription then. So I got the Body subscription, and I started doing Turbo Fire again. I used to love Turbo Fire. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. But they have everything on there. They have all of their programs on there, from the past and new things that that I'm gonna be searching out. So I'm super excited about that. I did the first Turbo Fire yesterday, because I just did this yesterday, and I did the first Turbo Fire yesterday. It brought back so many memories. It just felt so good. Now I'm gonna tell you this, it was hard. It was so hard, and I realized that I was so winded, and because it is tough. It's not an easy cardiovascular workout. But I did it yesterday. I have a video to do today. I'll probably add some weights in, because it is primarily cardio and HIIT training, which is wonderful, you know, to help me be in a calorie deficit. But I do like lifting weights, and I don't want to forego that. So what I'll probably do is, specifically because today the Turbo Fire video is a shorter video, I'll probably also do a weightlifting video as well, because they have such a plethora of different programs and videos on there. And I know that I can find something on YouTube anyway to do, even if I don't do that, but I'm going to utilize that because I'm paying for it, you know. But just wanted to share with you guys about that. I'm so excited to be able to tinker around with it and try some new stuff. So, you know, I'm dialing in, you know. I ain't saying I'm dialed in, but I'm definitely dialing in and trying to be better than I was the day before, you know. And that's the name of the game. And just trying to make steady progress. So I'm proud of my 9 pounds. Could it have been more? Absolutely. But you know what? I could have gained. I could have gained. So I'm going to celebrate my win, even however small. I'm going to celebrate those 9 pounds. So I will catch you guys up later on how I'm doing. I'll check in soon. It won't be this long before I tap in with you guys again. But I hope you guys like car videos, because I'll probably be in my car chit-chatting with you guys a lot. And that was another thing. Every time I got in my car, I felt like I wanted to talk to you guys, because everywhere I go is 20 minutes away or whatever. And it's like, I could be talking to the people right now. I could be talking to y'all right now. So, yeah, I'm glad to have finally been able to make a video for you guys. I hope that you've enjoyed our chat. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Until then, keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep striving. Keep trying to hit your goals. Just keep doing it. As long as you keep pushing, you will make progress. It doesn't matter if the progress has slowed down. It doesn't matter. You can shift, you can adjust that. But just be mindful of when you are in those spaces where you're not necessarily moving how you should. And it's wintertime, cold and flu season, people getting sick. I'm getting over something. You can hear I'm congested, So even finding those times where it's time for you to rest, take the rest and then jump back in. So I'm jumping back in, and I'll let you guys know how things progress, and I'll talk to you then. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Peace.